Hey guys, Claire here, and in today's video, we're going to talk about all things Harry and Meghan. Now, of course, by now you know that Prince Harry was recently awarded the Pat Tillman Award at this year's Espys, which was hosted by none other than tennis great Serena Williams. Serena, who looked beautiful and did a wonderful job of hosting the event, also took the time to crack a little joke at the expense of the British tabloids.
It's, well, actually only pretty often that I get to be in a room with actual royalty. And tonight is no exception. Prince Harry and Meghan are here. Let's give it up for them. But please, Harry and Meghan, try not to breathe too much tonight, because this is my night. And I don't want to be overshadowed by the accusations that you guys are taking up too much oxygen, okay?
Prince Harry's speech was phenomenal, from his gracious and warm words directed towards the mother of Pat Tillman, and to his admiration and support of veterans worldwide, and especially of the Invictus Games community. Seeing the Duke get a standing ovation from a room full of greats and supporters of greats was particularly satisfactory.
Please welcome the recipient of the Pat Tillman Award for Service, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex.
And I must say, between the introduction to Prince Harry via the very emotionally stirring video, giving you a synopsis of the Invictus Games and how it impacts the lives of so many veterans from veterans themselves, was just chef's kiss. Also, him being introduced by former Invictus Games competitors, Pat Tillman Award winners, and veterans was also a very nice touch.
Whoa, come back. Come back, you guys got to stay here for me. Thank you, Elizabeth, Israel, and Kirsty. Stay here. You need to be with me. I'd like to begin by expressing my deepest gratitude to everyone at the Pat Tillman Foundation, led by Marie Tillman-Shenton, who I'm so honored is here tonight. I'd also like to acknowledge the Tillman family, especially Mrs. Mary Tillman, Pat's mother. Her advocacy for Pat's legacy is deeply personal and one that I respect. The bond between a mother and son is eternal and transcends even the greatest losses. The truth is, I stand here not as Prince Harry Pat Tillman Award recipient, but rather a voice on behalf of the Invictus Games Foundation and the thousands of veterans and service personnel from over 20 nations who have made the Invictus Games a reality. This award belongs to them, not to me. That said, it is of great importance to me to highlight these allies, athletes, and their amazing families for their achievements, their spirit, and their courage at every opportunity, especially on nights like this, in front of people like you. Moments like these help us reach those that need Invictus most and reduce more than 20 veterans a day taking their own lives in this country alone. For those who may not know, Invictus comes from Latin, meaning undefeated or unconquerable. Nelson Mandela credited the poem of the same name, written by the poet William Ernest Henley, for giving him the strength to endure nearly 30 years of imprisonment. Like that poem, the spirit of the Invictus Games transcends race, time, and borders. It is born from unity and exudes purpose. This year, we're celebrating 10 years of witnessing life-changing impact and healing through sport. And while so much progress has been made since those first games, the world outside seems to be in an even more precarious state. We live in an age marked by polarization and division. Conflicts rage around the globe. Anger and resentment towards those who are different seem to pervade societies everywhere. Our community challenges that. Our community proves that unity is not just possible, but formidable. The beauty of the Invictus Games lies in how it brings people together, no matter one's nationality, background, or personal struggles. It is a collective built from courage and mutual respect, where athletes discover time and time again the common denominator of their humanity. Having survived the crucible of armed combat and forged through the challenge to rebuild bodies and minds impacted by conflict, they form a family. They exemplify the very best in all of us. There is a military expression that dates back to Roman times. I'll spare you another Latin lesson. But the phrases translates roughly to leave no one behind. And they hold particular significance for the US Army's Rangers. And I have no doubt Pat Tillman and his comrades lived by those words. So, it is fitting that I end with them and make a promise on behalf of all of us at the Invictus Games Foundation. No matter the road ahead, we are here for you. We will leave no one behind.
The Duke also had this to say.
Congratulations, Harry. What does this mean to you?
It's great. Yeah. It's fantastic for Invictus as well. Thank you.
A big congratulations to Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, and the award that he received at the Espy event yesterday. Oh my goodness. I do not know how this guy finds the energy, the courage to look past the hate that many of those from his home country just can't stop themselves from throwing at him on a daily basis. You are a very, very remarkable man. I have to say that, because it takes a lot of courage and not to be overwhelmed and go into depression and lose your state of mind. Seeing people you do not know just come online and spew hate for you for reasons that they can't really justify, other than he did not marry an English rose. He went with an American woman. He decided to go find his peace somewhere else outside of Britain. That kills them. They seem to not want to pay attention to all this guy has gone through in the royal family. All the attacks allegedly from his brother and also from his stepmom, who does the behind the scene punching, and of course the father, who just can't seem to play that role the way he should have played it from when he was a young boy. You begrudge him for an award that was bestowed on him on account of the work that the Invictus Games has done for a lot of those who are veterans, who have lost loved ones in the military, who have lost loved ones, who cannot deal with the after effect of war and committed suicide, who have found someone who has taken interest in helping them with their mental state. Nobody seems to think that that's enough reason to celebrate this man. But I can tell you something. The world sees through all of your hate, and that's why he keeps getting blessed. They can come up with all kinds of allegations as to why he shouldn't be a recipient of this award, and dragging even the mother of the person whose name has been attached to this award as saying that Prince Harry isn't deserving. I can assure you, watching him yesterday, giving that brilliant speech, If ever there was a doubt in the woman's heart regarding that award going to Prince Harry, that changed last night. This is the son every mother would pray to have. And I can assure you that Princess Diana would have been proud of him last night. Seeing him giving that amazing speech last night, I was proud as a mother to see someone's son be that well eloquent with his words, choice of words, and how he was articulating his thoughts so we can all feel where he's coming from. Honestly, the more people from his own pond, that means from his own side of the world, the British people, the more you want to hate on this guy. Aren't you just tired of seeing how God keeps elevating him, putting him on a pedestal that you wish the other one had the same privilege of having? Many have accused him of all sorts, but what I see is a guy who wants to live a life of purpose outside of the gated walls of the palace. He knows that there is more to his existence than just being in that place and waving at people and going on horse rides and shaking hands at events, calling that work. There's more to be done. He realized that perhaps when he went to the war, he realized there was more to the world and he needed to make an impact. And that war gave him the opportunity to see that and drove in him that passion to be a part of making something happen in the world that he lives in, besides all of the glitz and glamour of the palace. He walked away from wealth. For those who said, oh, he seems privileged and he wanted to go make wealth. What is wrong with a young man wanting to make wealth for himself outside of the ones his family has, that is more of the people's money than theirs? What is wrong with that? For every money he's making now, he's making by himself without the input of the royal family. Yes, being a prince may open the doors for him. Doesn't it open for everyone else? Anyone born into privilege would always have that as an advantage. So why would anyone think that it's wrong for him to use it to benefit of those who may not have that same privilege, to make their lives better? You know what? I would always ride with Prince Harry and his beautiful wife Meghan anytime. And for the haters who even tried to start petition, isn't it shameful? Prince Harry, keep doing what you're doing. There are a lot of people who see beyond all the noisemakers and see the great work that you're doing. I can tell you for sure that your mother is looking down on you, proud of you because of the heart that you have. You're helping to do exactly what she was hoping to do, but for the fact that her life was cut short. Naysayers, haters, keep hating. He'll continue to grow and be elevated whilst you watch. His enemies will not die, but see how he thrives.
So as you can see, reading all the wonderful comments, and those are just a small chunk that I was able to screenshot and share with you guys, but reading all the wonderful comments and listening to all the heartfelt commentary from people on social media, I'd say all in all that this was a massive success. I'm sure the ratings were high. I believe someone said that Harry's speech on one of the social media platforms have already amassed over 1 million views. And seeing the tweets from people who heard the commotion that was being made about Prince Harry named as the recipient of this award, watching this, listening to his speech, seeing the work that the Invictus Games has done over the past 10 years, changing their minds and saying he has earned it, he deserves it. Also, Olympic gold medalist Lindsey Vonn was also there at the Espys, said that Prince Harry is very normal. Treat him like a normal person, and he gives everyone respect. He gives everyone the time of day. He's a really nice guy, and Meghan is incredible. I had a really great experience meeting them. They make a great couple, and they really support each other. And I think this is why some of the royal commentators were so hell-bent on Harry not accepting this award, not showing up, not giving a speech, because the more that we see Harry and Meghan about just minding their business, supporting each other, working with their different charities and foundations, the more we hear from them of their own words, the more people realize that a lot of the negativity that surrounds them is not of their own making. Their words are twisted, their accomplishments are diminished by the naysayers in the media. But when you see them, when you hear them in real time, the impact and reach of the work that they do, of the work that they have been doing for years now, cannot be denied. So, what do you guys think? Did you watch the Espys? Did you enjoy Prince Harry's speech? Were you inspired? Did you tear up?
And this one is for Mary Tillman. You tried it. You thought, girl. See, Daddy Sussex gave you grace when you gave him none. Daddy Sussex gave you respect when you gave him none. See, you thought you was going to get a little coin by jumping on the what? The hate train. How's that working out for you right now? Because that speech that Daddy Sussex gave last night gave you all the respect and all the grace and acknowledged you even in his speech. I hope you felt bad when that speech was over, because not only did Daddy Sussex school you, but he schooled everybody in that room and everybody around the world that watched that speech that were any type of bit of skeptical over him receiving that award. So I hope you ate your heart out last night, Mary Tillman.
Thoughts, questions, concerns about Prince Harry's speech last night? Well, here's my take. What Harry has done last night is that he showed and gave a masterclass in what it looks to be gracious and to extend grace, especially to your enemies, especially to those who spitefully use your name. The most profound comments he made, he said, the bond between a mother and a son is eternal. Wow. Let's not forget, this is a man who lost his mother, and everything he does is in the spirit and in the name and in the thought of his mother. Powerful. And while I'm trying to take the road of grace, as he is a great example, when she's basically saying that he could not carry her son's shoes, ma'am, you can't carry his mother's. Sit down. The next comment that he made when he said, I don't stand here as Prince Harry. That was some good snark on, check me boo, Google me, you ain't taking my name, you ain't taking my title, you ain't that great. I stand here as a voice for those who don't have a voice. Going back to his name and his platform in the spirit of his mother, he uses his pain, he used his platform to give voice and to uplift those who have long been ignored. And back to the Mother Mary, he's a champion. Had your son survived, he would have championed him. How dare you turn your back on veterans because you mad for other reasons that we won't talk about right now. And the third part, when he said Invictus and no man left behind. Wow. If you want to talk about grace, he is grace under fire. He is grace in the spite of evil. And so is his wife. Let's be clear. And what I love about the two of them is that they're showing what grace looks like. They show what a regal demeanor is. You can be mad about it, but they are. This is what a global statespeople do. This is how you act. Say or do something spiteful, they just brush it off their shoulders, and it's a platform for them to stand taller. What do you think, Sugar?
If you're not a fan of Meghan and Harry, take a seat. Actually, take several seats because, wow. And by the end of this TikTok, you're going to be really mad. I've warned you, So despite all the backlash, because of course Prince Harry and Meghan, they're not allowed to win awards, they can't do anything good. However, Prince Harry collected the Pat Tillman Award for his work with regards to veterans and the Invictus Games. And Meghan was there to support him. Even the Daily Mail was kind of being nice. And so they should. You know the tabloids that like to bring Meghan down and say that she's losing friends? Well, they've often talked about these two and how Meghan is losing Serena's friendship. This article here in February 2024 and August 23 in the Royal Observer. However, as per usual, there they are, good friends still. But of course, the tabloids can't help themselves. Here's an article today where they said Meghan Markle and Prince Harry mocked by pal Serena Williams as they smile awkwardly at the ESPY Awards. However, what comes next? Because I think Serena has gone to the Maddie P school of sarcasm, because she said, please, Harry and Meghan, try not to breathe too much tonight because this is my night. And I don't want to be overshadowed by the accusations that you guys are taking up too much oxygen. Okay, well played, Serena. Because we know for a fact the UK media is sitting there right now going, what can we do to bring these two down? Because these two are just winning. And while we're here, before all the body language experts come out, you're all going to be talking about Meghan's hand on Harry. Why she try to control him. And another one, she's got her hand draped all over him. From my experience, it's called love. It's just love. I mean, if that's not love, what is? And I'll leave you with that. It's love. Stay mad, haters.
Harry's getting another award he doesn't deserve. That's nice. It's not nice. It's horrible. And it's just more proof of how desperate they really are. Well, someone's desperate, that's for sure. What does that mean? We could reel this back in and refocus on the actual terrible thing. You really don't understand what's important in this town, but fine. Yeah, let's get back to being upset that a man who created an international sporting event for disabled and injured veterans is getting an award. You don't understand. This award is supposed to go to real veterans. You know last year they gave it to the Buffalo Bills training staff for saving the life of Damar Hamlin during a game. You don't have a problem with that, do you? Just totally different. How is it different? Because this time it's Harry. This time it's Harry. You know, it sounds really petty when you say it.
And to round this conversation up, can we just take a moment to appreciate how good of a job Serena Williams did and how fabulous she looked?
Serena Williams. When I tell you, I audibly gasped. When I tell you, my breath was stolen. Moment. Because head to toe, perfection. The hair, the makeup, the jewelry, the dress, the styling, the shoe, the shiny leg, the oiled up, glistening golden leg. I love. I'm obsessed. In fact, I am obsessed. And then when I saw this, I said, oh, she's not playing. Oh. And let's not forget her sister. The Williams sisters, first of all, I don't think they get enough respect. I'll be very, very honest with you. And I'm going to have a little moment here. These women did more for us, and by us, you know who I'm talking about, than I can ever describe to anyone. You don't know what it felt like to be a young black girl. I grew up in the United Kingdom, a young black girl watching Wimbledon, watching the Williams sisters dominate and doing it so unapologetically, watching the US Open, watching the Australia. I remember vividly, my mother we would bond over tennis. We would bond over our love of these women. I could sing Serena and Venus Williams' praises for years, days, hours. How much time do you have? I could sing their praises for. I just think I just love them. And anyway, I digress. I love these two. I love them. And I love the fact that they went for a power suit moment together. I do. I really do. I also really love this outfit. I'm a sucker for fashion. I'm a sucker for structure. I'm a sucker for texture. I just love this outfit. But I just think she did a fantastic job. I think she's a fantastic job hosting, being a fantastic, she was charismatic, she was funny, she was likable, personable. I just love Serena Williams down. Love this look. Also love this hair. Serena, let me tell you something. You don't know me from Bag of Rice, okay? Who is your vendor? Anyways, shout out to Serena Williams, shout out to the Williams sisters, shout out to that entire family. Paved the way, continue to pave the way. Shout out to you guys, love you down. And I'm going to continue staring at this picture for the foreseeable future. So